Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is August 8th, 2021. Late last night, we learned about the death of comedian Trevor Moore, who was the co-founder of a sketch comedy group called The Whitest Kids You Know. This had a TV show that aired for a little over 4 years, ending back in 2011. Trevor Moore's cause of death is currently unknown. All we know is that it was a tragic accident, and there's literally no other details available about how he passed away. Trevor Moore began his career in comedy in the late 1990s when he was first assigned as an intern to Saturday Night Live, which is discussed here in the Fox News article as well. It was after his time at SNL when he later got a TV show, and more recently, he was the co-creator of two different television series on the Disney Channel, one being Just Roll With It, which is currently still airing, and also Walk the Prank. Now, we're going to look at how all of these shows are related. But the real key of this riddle behind the death of Trevor Moore has to do with Lorne Michaels, who is the producer of Saturday Night Live, and again gave Trevor Moore his first break into the industry. The first thing we need to look at is the Gematria of Trevor Moore's full name. And using Jewish and English Gematria, you'll notice a little bit of an alignment here. Now, these two ciphers I teach in virtually every video I make. This Latin or Jewish method is what I consider to be probably the most significant cipher in Gematria, with the English method being the other major large number cipher I teach. And notice how the name Trevor Paul Moore sums to 1511 and 1501 in these two methods. On the date he died, Trevor Paul Moore was a span of exactly 15,100 days. News of his death did not break until yesterday, when he would have been 15,101 days old, these numbers matching up perfectly with his extended Gematria. Saturday Night Live just recently completed their 46th season, and back at the end of May after the episode aired, I made this post regarding the satanic ritual featuring Lil Nas X and a wardrobe malfunction that occurred during the show. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the number 46 is a significant number for sacrifice. Notice how the word sacrifice equals 46. So do the words kill and murder in ancient Hebrew. Measuring from Saturday Night Live's season finale on May 22nd, which carried over into May 23rd, we get 2 months and 14 days, or 2 months and 15 days. Notice how the name Trevor Paul Moore sums to 214 in the standard alphabetic order. In that same method, Saturday Night Live equals 215. This man dying 2 months, 14 days, or 2 months, 15 days after the last episode. On top of this, the name Moore also equals 215. Moore also sums to 241. And Moore died 241 days before his next birthday. But next we need to talk about Lorne Michaels. Now, the first thing that popped out to me about Lorne Michaels is that he was born on November 17th, 1944. And this date jumped out at me because I remember this is the same day that Jim Boeheim was born. This man is the coach of the Syracuse men's basketball team. And 3 days before the death of Trevor Moore, Boeheim's Army won the annual basketball tournament, which is a major tournament that occurs with a $1 million prize aired on ESPN every year. And for the first time ever this year, Jim Boeheim coached his team to victory. And again, Jim Boeheim, born the exact same day as Lorne Michaels. Michaels, however, is not Lorne's real last name. He's essentially hiding his more Jewish birth name of Lorne David Lipowitz. And notice how his full name in the reduction methods sum to 99, both forwards and backwards. Lorne David Lipowitz, 99 and 99. Well, this season finale of Saturday Night Live that aired back in May was the 909th episode since its debut back in 1975. The 99th prime number is 523. And the 909th episode of Saturday Night Live ended on May 23rd, written 5/23. In the alphabetic order, Lorne David Lipowitz sums to 234. This actually matches the value of producer Lorne Michaels, 234 in the alphabetic order. Measuring from the series premiere of Saturday Night Live, which began on October 11th, 1975, to the birthday of Trevor Moore, which was April 4th of 1980, was a span of exactly 234 weeks. When you add the number 234 to its inverse 432, you get this sum of 666. Now, when Lil Nas X performed on the 909th edition of Saturday Night Live, Janet Jackson was 660 months and 6 days old, and Janet Jackson was born in the year 66. Lil Nas X earlier this year began selling his Satan shoes, of which 666 pairs were made. Now, if you flip the number 666 upside down, you get 999. And isn't it interesting that Lil Nas X was born on the 99th day of 1999 and then performed on the 909th episode of Saturday Night Live? He released his Satan shoes on the 88th day of the year. The word beast equals 88. And Lil Nas X was exactly 8,080 days old when he had his wardrobe malfunction on stage. Check out how wardrobe malfunction equals 88. Montero Hill, Lil Nas X, sums to 88. And think about today's date, August 8th, when most people are learning about the death of Trevor Moore, the date written 8/8. So Lorne Michaels changes his name, and the last name Michaels equals 43. The 43rd prime number is 191. And it might be worth pointing out that Jim Boeheim, his full name equals 191. Trevor Paul Moore, in the reverse alphabetic order, also has this value of 191. And on the date Trevor Moore died, Lorne Michaels was exactly 4,003 weeks old. And just think about this, Lorne Michaels, born in the year 44. The word kill has gematria of 44 in the alphabetic order. Trevor Moore was born on April 4th, the date written 4/4. Also, he was born in 1980. Consider how the word beast also has gematria of 198, as his death is connected to this beast riddle with Lil Nas X and his little performance on stage. The last episode of Saturday Night Live was 76 days before 8/6, the date on which Trevor Moore died, 8/6. 76 and 86 are the reduction values of both blood and human sacrifice. Moore's primary birth numerology syncs up with ritual sacrifice, and he died a span of 7 months and 30 days before his birthday, 73 like sacrifice, ritual sacrifice. His death also on the 218th day of the year, lining up with the gematria of death. Before I wrap this video up, I just want to glance at the two shows that Trevor Moore created for the Disney Channel and how the numerology of these shows seem to tie in as well. First, we point out that Trevor Paul Moore has 79 and 83 Gematria. These two numbers are found in the values of the word murder, 79 and 83. In the English extended method, the word murder sums to 529. And Trevor Moore died exactly 529 weeks after the last episode of The Whitest Kids You Know, which was the comedy troupe he was in. The date June 17th, by the way. Oh, no, I'm thinking of another date. Never mind, let's move on. The Whitest Kids You Know is abbreviated WKUK, which equals 1120. And he died 10 years, 1 month, 20 days after the end of this show. He also died 112 weeks after the end or the beginning of Just Roll With It, which is a series that still airs on the Disney Channel. And as far as this show, Walk the Prank, Trevor's death fell 1,117 days after the end of this series, and 1117 is the birthday of Lorne Michaels. 1117 significant in numerology, as this is the 187th prime number, 187 often considered to be the homicide code. Before I wrap this up, I want to take a little bit of a closer look into this Lil Nas X ritual from May. Again, he sold 666 pairs of his Satan shoes, had his wardrobe malfunction when Janet Jackson was 660 months and 6 days old. And remember, we're talking about Janet Jackson because she had the original wardrobe malfunction. And hers occurred at the Super Bowl halftime show. And now check out how Janet Jackson is 55 years old. This year we had Super Bowl 55. If you watched the Super Bowl halftime show this year, you would have noticed a strong theme with Satan. And this is because Satan equals 55 in the alphabetic order. Notice how Satan has a gematria value of 232 in Jewish. Montero Hill, Lil Nas X, that's his real name, sums to 232 in satanic gematria. And his Satan shoes had a Bible verse written on them, Luke 10:18, where it says, "I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." And not only does Satan equal 55, but the word lightning also equals 55, and so does the word heaven. And again, these shoes coming out a month after Super Bowl 55. In fact, his performance on Saturday Night Live occurred 55 days after his Satan shoes were released, all the same year as Super Bowl 55. Also, consider how Saturday Night Live, named after Saturday, the day named after the planet Saturn. Saturn equals 93, which is also the value of Montero Lamar Hill, Lil Nas X's full name. 93. And his wardrobe malfunction was exactly 903 weeks after Janet Jackson's. By the way, Saturn summing to 511. When I started this video, I mentioned how Trevor Paul Moore sums to 1511, and we learned about his death when he would have been 15,101 days old. All in relation to Saturday Night Live. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, God bless, and talk to you soon. See ya.